Michelle, when we talk about long-term chronic illness, especially Lyme disease and late-stage neurological Lyme, I've heard many guests reference they were at their rock bottom. And you talk about in your book a place where you were at your last ditch effort. Can you go into that for us?
Absolutely, Freddie. It is a painful place to be. And I just want to say that I have tremendous empathy for your listeners who are at that place and just a sense of great compassion because I know what it's like to have suffered so intensely that you're in a state of utter hopelessness and despair and feel as if, as hard as you have tried, you cannot rise up. So I just want to say that I appreciate that place that people are in, and so for myself, I had this late stage neurological Lyme for several years, and it's and I but before that I had lived this vibrant life. I describe myself, in my book, I'd always been this seize the day kind of a girl. I would just like wake up and want to know what can I do with this brand new day. I love to bring light to my people and to hike mountains I was a professor. I ran marathons. I love to ski. I love to bring people together. And and so when I kept trying to rise up so that I could do all of those things again, and I had tried everything. I approached it like a researcher, like I am going to conquer this. I will conquer it. I had so much positive energy going through the variety of treatments that I had tried. And when it seemed that instead of getting better, I was instead descending, spending more time on my bed, feeling like my brain wasn't working, my body wasn't working, I was in pain, I was fatigued. Not only could I not participate in my activities, I had no light to give to anyone. And for me, that was just part of my mission in life, was whether I was teaching or being a loving daughter, whatever I was doing, I like to bring light to people. And instead of doing that, I felt that I was sucking light from them because they would see me and it was painful for them to even see me. So when I reached a point that none of the treatments were working, I thought, I cannot inhabit this body. My body has become decrepit. My mind doesn't work. I'm too tired to get out of this bed. And my home became my bed. And so I
Mm.
thought, I can't live in this body, and it's painful for the people around me to see me, and I'm a burden. And so it was at that point that I thought that the best thing to do would be to commit assisted suicide.
And Michelle, we often have these. I don't know if you remember it like this. Was it scrolling through Google? Was it? Did you pick up a book? Did somebody tell you about something that led you to, without giving everything away, to the corners of Siberia for another option?
So I did not want to commit assisted suicide. I wanted to do everything but that. So when I had that planned in mind, I also decided to look for the last thing. And it was really by accident, and I will recall every detail for all of my days that I happened upon this sort of forum for patients of chronic illnesses, and I discovered these words from this doctor that said that dry fasting is like activating nuclear reactors in the body and can incinerate disease cells. And I was like, I want to incinerate disease cells. It sounded so magical, and somehow it sounded scientific and rational to me. So at that point, I thought, well, this is my last ditch effort.
Yeah, the body is beautiful in that way. It's power of that nuclear reaction or fission. I love it.
Absolutely.